Hello Aries, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw honest truth. This is your mid-March tarot forecast, and your theme for mid-March is the Magician. This is a manifestation, creating what you want, where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows. That is your theme for mid-March, so be very careful about how you are focusing your thoughts. All right, so I've already shuffled the cards off camera. I'm just showing you that I am cutting the deck. So let's see how our mid-month is going to go. And I've got 3 different decks. I've got my Tarot of the Cat deck, my Tarot of the Thoth, and Mystic Mondays deck to represent what's happening on the surface, beneath the surface, and advice cards. And make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards for extra advice, all right? I forget if I said this, but please like, share, subscribe, comment below what you think of the reading, okay? All right, so let's see for the 3rd and 4th week of the month. Okay, well, let's see. I will show you. So during the 3rd week of March, we've got the 7 of Cups, okay? So either someone is offering you like false prizes and they're being delusional and deceitful and they're not being honest. They might not be honest with themselves. It could be intentional, but it might actually be unintentionally offering false promises. This could be someone who's like, if it is someone else, it could be you as well. But this can also mean a little bit of like mental illness, or maybe a bit too much drinking, like addiction, because when people are addicted, they tend to be quite delusional about the reality of their life, because anyone on the outside that observes looking into someone who is maybe under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they can easily see. Anyways, beneath the surface, it looks like we've got the Princess of Discs, right? So beneath the surface, it looks like there is some groundedness, having your feet on the ground, that is going to be ideally manifesting at some point, right? But I feel like on the surface, you're not looking at things clearly. Like, you know the answers, okay? And beneath the surface, like, you need to be realistic, okay? You need to actually be sensible. Get in touch with nature, get in touch with the earth. Just get in touch with, maybe being at home more and just making sure that you are sustaining yourself properly, getting proper meals, healthy, and like I said, going out in nature, exercising, really, really important, okay? That's what you need so that you can actually begin to see things clearly, because you're either looking at a situation completely very detached from reality, or someone is kind of trying to get you to look at it that way. But regardless, that you're not looking at things clearly. But this could be someone else, but I feel like for most of you, it's you, because your advice card also is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is sensible. You need to be sensible, including when it comes to money, land acquisition, work, your physical body. You need to actually be sensible to the point of being boring. Like, this is a 0 risk card, and this is your advice card. Do not take any risks with your body, with money, with work, with investments, things like that. You need to actually, if you're going to make a decision, you need to know 100% that it's actually going to work, okay? You need to be extremely sensible. It's better to get to a destination safely with 1,000 steps than one giant leap where you fall flat on your face. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is telling you to do, and that is for the 3rd week. Now, for the 4th week, we have got on the surface the 10 of Wands, okay? The 10 of Wands is like, so because it's the 10, it's the end of a cycle, and it's been hard to get there, whatever it is. So I feel like you have accomplished it, but like you need to eventually like close this cycle and move on, because onwards and upwards. You can see there are a few cracks in these wands in the background, because this structure is like, it's going to be stable now, whatever it is. I mean, this could be work, something to do with family, friendship, romantic, just any particular like goals, projects, aspirations you have. Yes, you've succeeded ultimately, but you do need to eventually move on. And you might not have succeeded to the point that you really want, because beneath the surface, we've got the 3 of Wands. Yes, this is virtue, okay? And this is like a little success, right? This is, I think, whatever is happening during the 4th week, you need to understand that like whatever you've accomplished, like it may not be as big as what you want it to be, but that's what it is. Like, that's it. And your advice card is Temperance, okay? Now this is a major arcana, so It's other than the Magician as your theme, this is the only major arcana that you've gotten, at least for your weekly cards. We'll see what shows up in the Destiny cards. But Temperance is saying for you to be moderate, to be patient, to be balanced, to get in the flow. And you need to like, it's saying to, it's also like, it could be saying, you know, cut your losses, try to like balance things out and accept things the way that they are. Try to find other ways to kind of find balance and moderation, and also be careful you're not drinking too much or any type of excess when it comes to addictive behaviors, okay? All right, so pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and whatever number like resonates with you the most is gonna be your Destiny cards, okay? And I've got 3, just so that it's, I use all 3 decks is what I mean. So please comment below, like, has this resonated with you? Like, what is this thing that you or someone else might be delusional about in the 3rd week? What is this goal that you've accomplished, but it might not be completely what you wanted during the 4th week? I do love reading your comments so much, okay? And I really do appreciate them. Now, if you picked 1, let's see what we've got. Oh dear. Okay. Oh Lord. There's a lesson. So if you picked 1, we have got the 4 of Pentacles on the surface. Now this is someone who has had a loss. It could be a loss of money, stability, finances, work, a home, and you've got your walls up, right? This could be someone else in your life, but I feel like for most of you, it's you. And you know, I can't blame you. Everyone goes through this where they feel like they have a loss and then they just hold on extremely tightly to what little they have left. And it's a natural reaction. When we get hurt, we have this natural reaction to protect ourselves, and it's normal. Just know that there are people out there that love you so much, and they're waiting for you to let your guard down and let your walls down. And they just know that like this is temporary, but they love you and understand you so much that, you know, they're just waiting for when you're ready to let them back in. So you might be feeling alone. You maybe feel like you can't trust anything, that you can't trust the universe, that you can't trust God, but there are people around you that love you, okay? And beneath the surface, we've got the 2 of Pentacles, change. Whatever this was, it could have been like 50-50, and things still might go one way or the other. But it's like a new direction in your life regardless. It's like a split, a fork in the road of where you live, or security, or finances, or work, okay? And everything will come into balance, right? Your advice is the Death card. Whatever it was that you lost, you need to let it go. Let it die. This is not a literal death, okay? And the Death card is the end of a cycle. And often with the Death card, it means it was a long time coming. So whatever this was, even though when it actually kind of like whatever big blowout or thing that happened, it may have been a shock to the system that you're just boom, shell up, walls up. The Death card means that it was probably a long time coming. So if you're looking, whatever it was that you had a loss of, if you probably like reflect and look back, you'll realize a whole bunch of red flags that you're now aware of that maybe you ignored or brushed under the rug, but it was a long time coming. It's gone, it's over, it will never be back how it used to be. The best thing you can do for yourself is to let it go, release it, like a snake shedding its skin, move on. You need to shed this and let it go so you can have new growth, start a new cycle, okay? Have new opportunity. And remember, your theme is the Magician. So rather than focusing on what you lost, rather than focusing on the pain, I want you to focus on what you want for the future, because your life has taken a turn, and it can be a turn for the better. Where focus goes, energy flows, okay? If you pick 2 for your Destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. Damn it. Okay, at least the advice cards are good. So if you pick 2, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Again, a loss, and there's a grieving. And the main difference with this one compared to the 4 of Pentacles is that it's at a point in your life where you're like maybe a little bit older and actually feeling even more distraught, because you're thinking, oh my gosh, like maybe you're middle-aged, or you're like or it's such a big loss like that you just don't even, it's like a bigger loss. I'm sorry. And there's a grieving process. just know that whatever it was that was lost, like it will always be with you in your heart, right? You're just grieving and looking at this thing that's dead physically, but spiritually it's still alive. So if you lost love, there is love out there. You just can't see it now. If you lost work, there's a better job out there. You just can't see it right now because you're in the grieving process. Whatever it was that you lost, it's out there, okay? It's just right now you're in such a down state, you can't even fathom the future, right? But also underneath the surface, we've got the 7 of discs, failure, which means a massive like what's underneath the surface is a massive loss of security, maybe wealth. It could be like family home, just something that could be work, your path in life. Honestly, it could be an actual earthquake. Like seriously, it's a massive loss of security and just that stability on this planet. Your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. Just know that good karma will come your way. If someone caused this loss, or as long as you are just maintaining your like moral high ground, right? Karma will come back to you like tenfold, right? So I know that it sucks right now when we have a loss, when we have pain, but the deeper the pain that we feel, the more we're able to appreciate joy, the more joy we can feel. People who have those lives that there's not much sorrow, well, guess what? There's not much joy. You can experience great joy. Things will turn for the better. This is a turning of the tables. This is a turning of fortune, okay? And also this may have been destiny for some reason, okay? Everyone's got a different path. And maybe in the future, even if it's a few years from now, you'll look back at the situation and be like, I see why that happened. I see how it's taken me to my present moment, right? Anyways, just know that things, as your advice card with the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be hard to hear this, but trust that your fate, your destiny has changed for the better. It's just going to take a while to see it. If you picked 3 for your destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Interesting. All right, let me have a look at these quick. All right. So on the surface, we've got the King of Swords. So this could be you or someone else, but it's someone who is approaching you kind of, and it might be for work. It could be a relationship, friendship, or romantic. I kind of have a feeling it's more romantic. If you're a male or like identify more as a male, this would more likely be you. If you're female, or maybe more identify as female, like then this could be someone else, but someone I believe will be approaching you. They might be a little bit like, they could be like a little bit stubborn and really used to just getting their way and like always being right. And underneath the surface, they're approaching you. We've got the Prince of Cups, and this person, so beneath the surface, they're kind of going forward also because whether it's you or someone else, this person is approaching because they are like feeling that that is the right thing to do. Like, oh, I have these feelings, so I'm going to move forward, but they're not necessarily mature in their emotions. They might be approaching you, or you might be approaching them more for like logical reasons, and then you do have a bit of a connection, but not necessarily in the most mature way. You're not maybe like, for example, like it would be like someone going up to a woman who's married and being like, oh, well, I have a crush on her, so I'm just going to go with my feelings. But it's like she's married, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of going more on your emotions without really thinking about how this will actually work out in the long run. And they might be a little bit persuasive as well, whoever it is. But it's interesting, like, okay, it could be better, like it could be better than what I said, right? Because your advice card is actually is the Two of Cups, right? And the Two of Cups is very karmic. So the Two of Cups is saying that, like, look, when this person is approaching you, or if you're approached by this person, or approaching this person, pardon me. Anyways, you know what I mean? To make sure that there's equal balance in the relationship, that you two are compatible, that you both give and take equally, okay? It needs to be equal. You both need to equally nourish one another, and compatibility is key, okay? And just remember that whatever it is that you want, as long as you're focusing on it, you will get it this month, all right? So again, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below, did the reading resonate with you? I love reading your comments so much. They honestly mean so much to me, and I really appreciate it, all right? And if you want like a private reading or anything, just check in the information below, all right? There's my email and my website. You can also follow me on social media, although I've been a little bit lazy about posting lately, so are you still here? You get a secret bonus card. Let's see what your secret bonus card is. Aww, the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups is telling you to enjoy the beauty and the love that's out there, to be open to love, to be romantic, and to take care of yourself. Make sure you're emotionally fulfilled. Self-love all the way. Have a great month. Bye.